me, Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Things didn't go right. Took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Yeah, that money.
Shannon Sharpe did not hold back after hearing reports that Floyd Mayweather may have suffered major financial losses tied to a $42 million scam. He expressed clear disappointment, emphasizing that all proper legal procedures, including both state and federal requirements, should have been carefully reviewed and confirmed. According to Sharpe, someone operating at Mayweather's level of success and experience should never overlook critical financial details. He stressed that personal responsibility is essential, especially when dealing with large-scale investments, and suggested that Mayweather should have taken a more hands-on role in verifying everything before committing. For Sharpe, this situation highlights the importance of discipline and awareness in financial decision-making, no matter how wealthy or experienced someone may be.
That Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
In response to growing criticism, Floyd Mayweather addressed his mindset about money and success. He explained that talking about wealth does not make him a negative person, but rather reflects his journey and priorities. For Mayweather, money has always been a tool that allows him to enjoy life, explore opportunities, and experience things that most people cannot. He believes that financial freedom gives him the ability to shape his own happiness and take risks in different ventures. This perspective, while controversial to some, is central to how he approaches business and life. Mayweather sees wealth not just as numbers, but as a symbol of independence and possibility.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different.
Mayweather openly admitted that his business strategy often involves taking significant risks. He explained that he prefers investing in ideas and opportunities that many people do not fully understand. While this approach can lead to innovation and large rewards, he acknowledged that it also comes with frequent failure. In fact, he stated that many of his investments do not succeed, but he remains willing to take those chances in pursuit of bigger outcomes. This reveals a mindset similar to a high-stakes gambler, someone who accepts losses as part of the journey toward occasional major wins. It also highlights why his financial path can appear unpredictable to outsiders.
I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results because I took my time.
Mayweather continues to present wealth as a key symbol of his success. Through social media posts and public appearances, he often showcases large amounts of cash, luxury purchases, and financial milestones. To him, these displays represent how far he has come from his beginnings. However, critics like Shannon Sharpe argue that this constant focus on showing wealth can be misleading and potentially harmful. They question whether such behavior encourages poor financial habits or distracts from the importance of careful money management. This contrast between image and responsibility remains a major point of debate.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Sharpe also criticized Mayweather's ongoing involvement in exhibition fights. He argued that these events are no longer about true competition, but instead resemble entertainment similar to professional wrestling. According to Sharpe, fans are often more interested in seeing Mayweather lose rather than watching a legitimate boxing contest. He suggested that these fights may be damaging Mayweather's legacy, turning what was once a respected career into a series of profit-driven performances. For Sharpe, this shift raises serious questions about how Mayweather wants to be remembered in the sport.
He could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view
Right.
to watch him box someone.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we. Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0. And that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No, they-
So he doesn't see, like, you know, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
What?
oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like,
Continuing his critique, Sharpe specifically pointed to Mayweather's exhibition bout with Logan Paul. He described the fight as lacking dignity for a boxer of Mayweather's status. In his view, participating in such matchups for financial gain undermines the respect that Mayweather built throughout his career. Sharpe questioned why someone who has already achieved so much would risk damaging their legacy for short-term earnings. He concluded that Mayweather appears to prioritize money over long-term honor and reputation.
Does this man have no shame?
no.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
then.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands, and you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. So what?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul
I
now?
wanted to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get
a
it.
battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
As Mayweather increasingly focuses on real estate investments, his bold claims have attracted skepticism. He recently stated that he purchased over 1,000 housing units across dozens of buildings in New York. However, official property records do not support these claims, and industry organizations have reported no knowledge of such transactions. This has led many in the real estate world to question whether Mayweather is exaggerating the scale of his investments. The lack of clear documentation has only deepened the uncertainty surrounding his business ventures.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. V for victory.
Efforts to verify Mayweather's property deals have created even more confusion. When reporters attempted to confirm the details, they encountered vague responses and inconsistent information. A representative claimed the deals were real but refused to provide official confirmation. Additionally, a person identifying himself as part of Mayweather's team raised doubts due to inconsistencies in communication. These unusual circumstances have increased suspicion and made it difficult to determine the truth behind the claims.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
Yeah, it's
100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
So
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
One explanation offered by Mayweather's representatives is that his interest in real estate comes from his personal background. Growing up in modest conditions reportedly inspired him to invest in housing projects, particularly those that could serve communities. While this reasoning presents a meaningful narrative, critics question whether it is being used to support unclear or exaggerated claims. The emotional aspect of the story adds depth, but it does not fully address the concerns about transparency.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot, but even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off of.
Mayweather's involvement in real estate has clearly expanded, but as his claims grow larger, so do the doubts surrounding them. Some experts believe he may be overstating the size and value of his portfolio. While his intentions may include combining wealth with community impact, the lack of verified information has created a divide between admiration and skepticism. The public is left uncertain about what is real and what may be part of a larger image strategy.
Who said Floyd ain't still out here doing big deals? Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home, and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a land.
Before these controversies, Mayweather built his financial empire by betting on himself. One of his earliest bold moves included placing a large wager on his own fight, demonstrating confidence and risk-taking from the beginning. This independent approach helped him achieve massive success and inspired many fans. However, it also set the stage for a career defined by personal decision-making, both good and bad.
boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on...
Unlike many athletes, Mayweather chose to manage his own career without hiring a traditional manager. This gave him complete control over his financial decisions, but it also meant he carried all the responsibility. While this independence contributed to his rise as one of the richest athletes in history, it also increased the risk of major mistakes. Situations like falling victim to a scam highlight the potential downside of handling everything alone without professional guidance.
With Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up. Yeah. I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what sting coming out?
Mayweather often compares his era to the current generation, emphasizing how difficult it was to build fame in the past. He explains that he had to work tirelessly, traveling, promoting himself, and doing constant media appearances to gain recognition. In contrast, he believes today's fighters can achieve instant visibility through social media. While he takes pride in his journey, critics argue that relying on past achievements does not justify present-day decisions that may harm his reputation.
Taylor Swift.
Probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah?
Taylor Swift didn't come up in the same era as me. But I don't know if Taylor Swift can be relevant. Almost 30 years.
I was around, but the Floyd effect, the Taylor Swift effect.
Yes.
Like, you both have maximized and pushed the envelope and really just set the bar for everybody else that's coming after you.
But in today's time, there's different. You can push one button and 8 billion people can see it.
Yeah. Right.
Remember how I got to the top. I had to grind. I had to wrap vehicles, take them across country with my face on it. I go a month straight doing interviews every day from morning to night to build myself. Yeah. So I come from nothing, but now push a button, push a button, push a button, and all you gotta do is sit back and watch. If I had a head start like these fighters nowadays, man, what? I have.
In discussions about influence and longevity, Mayweather has compared himself to modern global icons, highlighting the differences between eras. He explained that while today's stars can reach billions of people instantly, he had to build his name through relentless effort. His argument is that his success carries a deeper level of authenticity because of the challenges he faced. However, this perspective also reinforces the idea that he values legacy built through struggle, even as current actions raise questions about how that legacy is being maintained.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability, and what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged, and he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level.
Mayweather has claimed that he earns massive monthly income even after retirement, continuing to chase financial opportunities through exhibitions and business ventures. While these claims suggest ongoing success, they also spark debate about whether such pursuits are necessary. A potential rematch with Conor McGregor is often discussed as a major financial opportunity, but it also raises concerns about further impact on his legacy. Fans remain divided between admiration for his earning power and concern over how far he is willing to go for money.